Hey everybody, Dr. Dane here, and I want to talk about something that I know something about. It's the chiropractic adjustment. Now, I'm almost 50 years old, and I am the son and the grandson of a chiropractor. I have 12 members of my family that are chiropractors. So the one thing I feel like I know really well, because I grew up with it, and I studied it, and I practiced it for 26 years, is what chiropractic adjustment is all about. So chiropractic is all about locating, correcting, detecting spinal subluxation. The word subluxation just means misalignment. When something dislocates, it goes completely out of joint. So when your shoulder dislocates, it comes completely out of joint. Sub, like submarine, means below or less than, so it's a misalignment. So when something in the spine goes out of alignment, we as chiropractors want to adjust that. And what I want to do is demystify the adjustment, because there's so much unknown about what the adjustment actually does. So I have my beautiful model here, Jen, and I'm going to show you how we adjust, particularly for things like lower back pain. We see a lot of lower back pain in our practice, and a lot of that is because of subluxation in the lower back. So Jen, if you don't mind laying face down, I want to go over how we adjust the spine a couple different ways. The first thing is, like we said, we want to locate and detect subluxation. Now it's pretty easy for me, having done this for 26 years, to locate subluxation, because what we'll feel in the spine is the muscles around the spine will feel different. So right away, as I'm palpating Jen's spine, I can feel the muscles, and Jen, is that tight or sore there? I can feel those muscles are much tighter than the muscles on the right. I can also feel her spine is rotated in that direction, so I can feel the misalignment. It just does not feel the same on the left and right. The other thing that I'll do a lot of times is we'll check the leg length. So we can check the legs, and Jen right now has a little bit of a shorter leg on the right compared to the left. Now if we bring them up, the legs even out. But even now I can look at her pelvis and see that something in the left part of her hip and her lower back is out of alignment because it's standing up higher on the table. Now there's a couple ways that we can adjust this. The first way that we can adjust this is by having her lay on her left side, so lay face me, Jen, and we can adjust her pelvis. Now we're going to adjust both sides, but I'm going to adjust them a little bit differently, and I'm going to adjust this side first. And let me just show you how easy this is. But we're going to position her pelvis, and we're always going to adjust into the line of motion for the joint, right? So I'm going to adjust her L5 right now. I'm going to grab a hold of it, and I'm just going to let her relax here, and then I'm just going to give that a little thrust. Now, did you feel a little pop there? Did it feel good? Okay. Now turn on your back, and then I'm just going to recheck her pelvis here and see if we had any change. So we did have a change on that, so that was a good correction. So maybe that I wouldn't even check her other side of her pelvis at that point, or I may adjust it and mobilize it. Now the other way, if you don't mind flipping over, Jen, is we can use an adjusting instrument. So a lot of people don't like the crack, right? And all the crack is, we call it cavitation. It's when a joint moves, it releases gas. Just like when you take the cap off of a 2-liter soda bottle, it's gonna go psst. And the reason is because the gas that's trapped when the soda is compressed gets released when you take the compression off by releasing the cap. The gas escapes, and when it does, it makes a noise. It's no different with the adjustment. What we're doing is we're decompressing, and that's the key. When you take the cap off the soda, you're decompressing the liquid in the soda, which is why it makes a gas. When we decompress the joint and we get that moving, it's going to make a noise. That feels good. It's not bad for you. It's actually good when we get a cavitation in a joint. It tells us the joints move through a full range of motion. Now for some people, we can use this adjusting instrument. And if you see my hand, you see what's happening to my fingers, right? I don't have this gun on my fingers, but I have it on the palm of my hand, and it's causing my fingers to vibrate, okay? So another way that we can adjust something is by coming onto the misaligned area and actually using the adjustment instrument, or going right into the joints of the lower back to get movement. Now Jen, what does that feel like when I do that?
Just a vibration, nothing painful.
Just feels about like a vibration, nothing painful. So again, guys, there's a couple other techniques that we use, but I just wanted to kind of demystify the adjustment and the crack and things that a chiropractor does, so that you can understand the benefits of chiropractic care. And by far, in my 26-year career, so many back pain problems are structural problems that can resolve with chiropractic care by correcting alignment, by working on the soft tissues in the spine and getting them more lengthened, more strengthened, and just better overall function in the back. So this is Dr. Dane with my beautiful assistant, Jen. Jen, thank you so much.
Absolutely.